Nehemiah 13. In the final chapter of the book, Nehemiah recounts a time of spiritual cleansing and renewal. The chapter opens with the people of Israel reading the book of Moses, where they discover that the Ammonites and Moabites were not to be allowed into the assembly of God because they had opposed Israel and hired Balaam to curse them. Upon reading this, the people separate themselves from all foreigners to honor God's law. Nehemiah then describes his absence. He had returned to King Artaxerxes in Babylon after his initial term as governor. But later, when he came back to Jerusalem, he found disturbing changes. One major offense was that Eliashib the high priest had allowed Tobiah, the Ammonite official who had previously opposed Nehemiah, to live in a large room in the temple that was supposed to be used for storing offerings and sacred items. Nehemiah was furious. He threw out all of Tobiah's belongings, ordered the rooms to be purified, and restored the rightful use of the temple storehouses. He also discovered that the Levites were being neglected, as their assigned portions of offerings were not being given. As a result, many Levites had returned to their fields instead of serving in the temple. Nehemiah confronted the officials, restored the proper distribution of the offerings, and appointed trustworthy men to oversee this duty. Nehemiah also found that people were working and trading on the Sabbath, which was strictly forbidden. He rebuked the leaders for allowing this sin to return and warned them of God's wrath. To stop it, he ordered the city gates to be closed during the Sabbath and stationed guards to ensure no merchandise entered Jerusalem. He even warned and threatened the traders who waited outside the walls, hoping to do business. Lastly, Nehemiah discovered that some Jews had married foreign women from Ashdod, Ammon, and Moab, and their children couldn't even speak the language of Judah. He rebuked them sharply, even cursed and struck some of them. He reminded them how even King Solomon had sinned by marrying foreign women, which led Israel astray. One of the sons of Joiada, son of Eliashib the high priest, had even married a daughter of Sanballat the Horonite, Nehemiah's enemy, and Nehemiah drove him away. The chapter ends with Nehemiah cleansing them from all foreign influence, restoring the duties of the priests and Levites, and ensuring proper offerings were made to God. He closes with a humble and passionate prayer. Remember me, O my God, for good.